representation of meditation that I've ever seen. It was this video of a woman and she's sitting underneath a tree, just in her meditative position. But then she had a soundtrack of the thoughts going through her mind. And what I really loved is that it wasn't just a narrative, right? It wasn't just like someone reading from a book. All these thoughts were overlapping. Some were really loud, some were quiet, some were repetitive. And I thought, like, what a great representation of what happens in our mind when we sit down. And on the video, she didn't move, she didn't change. It was still like a person sat, eyes closed in stillness, but then there's just this. Um, and I like that because it really normalizes, right? This constant stream of thoughts that we have. So today's meditation, we're going to continue with this idea of moving through these classic suggestions from meditative masters to get to that point where the brain does finally start to settle and we can connect with that deeper, quiet space within us. And we're going to do that by introducing a little bit of movement this morning. Whenever we do movement, I will offer a movement, but if you need something different, then I want you to take the movement that makes sense for you. So if I'm offering neck rolls and your back is killing you, do something for that. Yeah, I like that you're already moving. Then we will work a little bit of breath work, so some pranayama, and we will work a little bit with a mantra and we'll end in silence. Yeah. Good. So let's begin standing. As you find your standing position, you might stand with your feet hips width or slightly wider. Eyes could be open or closed. And take a moment just to feel into this body. As you bring awareness inwards, notice which area of your body first comes into your awareness. Notice the areas of your body that feel calm and at ease. You are welcome to keep your eyes closed as we move from stillness to movement here, or to open your eyes. The invitation is to begin with your arms at shoulder height. And your palms might be facing up or down. There's not a right or a wrong. Notice the sensations as they arise and fall away in your body. If you choose to hold your arms here up at shoulder height. If your arms are here lifted with me, go ahead and release your arms down by your side. And we'll take a gentle turn of your head, looking over one shoulder. Eyes could be open or closed as you look over one shoulder here. And if you're here with me, invite a conscious softening into the muscles of your jaw, your forehead. Next breath, we'll rotate gaze through center and look over the other shoulder. Eyes open or closed as you look over the other shoulder here. Inhale, lifting gaze towards center. If you're with me, let's take a stretch up, reaching your fingers up towards the ceiling. It might feel nice to keep your hands side by side or to interlace and press your palms upwards. And again, always the option to do something different if what I offer just doesn't make sense today. If you're here, you might take a very gentle lean in one direction. Moving through center, we can lean in the other direction. Coming through center here, release your hands down. And if it feels available to you today, you might take a lean forward. If you're congested, perhaps you'll start with hands at your knees. Otherwise, you might bring your hands all the way down towards your ankles or the ground. You can bend your knees as much as you need to here. And just allowing our spine to relax and to release, whether the hands are high or low. Next breath, very gently bring yourself up. Bring those arms out again to your T shape, and we'll just take an easy twist, leaning in one direction, looking over your shoulder. Keep your breath easy here. Use your next breath coming back towards center. Relax your hands down. If you're with me, we'll lift our arms up and take that second side of rotation. Use your inhale coming back to face forward. And we will find our seat. So whatever you need to be comfortable, I'm going to just lock the door as you get settled. So anytime we work with the breath, the number one rule is we don't want to stress or strain. So if whatever breath practice I offer causes that internal sense of trying or straining, you will find your own way to work with the breath. Because we are full on summer heat outside, we are going to work with a cooling breath practice this morning. This would not be recommended if you're feeling really dry in the mouth. It can increase dryness. So might keep something to sip on nearby if you don't already have that. But we'll start before we go into our cooling breath by just noticing our inhale and our exhale. I'd like to introduce this cooling breath. We can start to circle our lips and breathe in through our mouth and out through our nose. Maintain this breath practice in through the lips and out through your nose. Or if you're able to roll your tongue, you might choose to roll your tongue, sticking that little tip of tongue out of your lips and breathe in there. And we'll continue breathing out through our nose. Next time you complete an exhale, release this breath. The mantra I'll invite you to use this morning is one that coordinates with your breath. As you inhale, you can think in your mind the word so. As you exhale, you can think in your mind the word hum. And so in your mind, it might sound something like so, hum, And you'll use this mantra in your mind for as long as you'd like, and then eventually allow that mantra to drop away as you drift into the silence of the here and now. And this will be largely silent from here till the end of our practice. And chanting in your mind so as you inhale and hum as you exhale. Aware of your focus here, whether it be the mantra or your breath. If your attention has wavered, begin to come back to this movement of your breath. Let yourself feel here into the space around you. In the places where your body comes in contact with this space around you. You might feel the air on your skin, and the support of your body. And as we come back to awareness here, you might begin to reintroduce movement, big or small. Just notice what your body needs. You might keep your eyes closed or begin to gently open them while keeping your awareness on the self. As you find yourself awakening more and more here, you might end our meditation with a nice hug, wrapping your arms around yourself, maybe some gentle movement. Mm. Mm. As you're ready, if you haven't yet, then begin to open your eyes. So we had a largely silent meditation today. We spent the first 15 minutes in guidance, whether that be with our breath practice or movement. And then the last 15 minutes largely in silence. We had a few cues here and there, but mostly silent. So we'll gather in a circle, and we have Luna online. She's going to be joining us in our circle too. Here's a great place if you don't already have a drink with you.